Alright, and here we go again with Theme Hospital. They call me Hauffman, and by the end of the previous episode we actually also ended the... Ooh, let's get this guy, he's a consultant. We also ended the scenario, mind you. Let's get this guy pretty good. I know it's a lot of money up front, as usual, but I like to get the best guys on my... this guy's not that good though. I mean, we have one here which has 3 specializations. I don't think we need anything else other than that. Let's get this guy here too. Yeah, so the idea here when beginning, and I actually have this tendency of hiring all the doctors in front of me. It's actually... will I hire this guy though? I'm thinking about, he's quite expensive, and well, he's a consultant in both. Okay, let's get him, because I think I have one consultant for surgery, right? Yes, and a consultant for both psychiatry and psychiatry and research. So this is a really good guy, but a lot of money is also being spent there. There is another guy here with specialization, which I'm not going to get because he's really unskilled and apparently not a good doctor after all. So this idea of mine of always getting doctors and nurse up front is not supposedly not advisable to do so, but I think that having good doctors by the beginning will help you make more money. I'm guessing. Superb stamina. Just keeps going. Let's see if there is nobody else cheaper here. Like he's poorly trained and feckless actually. Helping, charmful, heckless, comedian. This one looks good. Let's get just one more nurse. So you spend a lot of money in the beginning, but you are actually investing money to make more money for you. Let's say, to run a proper hospital. Of course, sometimes you can overshoot and not make get the money invested back, and that could be a real problem in real life too, mind you. You gotta be mindful about the money you invest if you are really going to get it back. That's what I'm doing here. I'm investing my money in the hope that I will get it back. You too. Let's get the handyman's polite, even though he fart surf, whatever that means. I think 3 handmans in the beginning. Whoa, this guy is really good. In the beginning will do the trick. 117. This guy here, yeah, you. There you go. We lost a lot of money at the beginning. Our debt, is that how they call it? Well, the money coming out will be, there will be a lot of money coming out, but I think as soon as patients starts flowing into the hospital, we'll start our job at trying to even things out. Let's get the cheapest. You are the cheapest receptionist. Yeah, I know. Hang it there, mate. Let me think here. Can I place her? Where could I place her? I could place her. I can't really use the space. I think I'll place a lot of... I could place right in the middle here, couldn't I? So I can place a lot of benches around or something of the sort. Hopefully they will not be stuck trying to go around it. What was I talking about once again? Well, so yeah, I think that I have made I've traced a strategy for every start of a scenario, which is by hiring doctors and nurses first, to get a good base, a good foundation of doctors to help me keep the patients, treat them well and all that stuff. But it's just a little part of the game. It's actually more like a safe measure to make sure I have the doctors I want when I need them, rather than really an investment to make the hospital run good. Now that I stop to think about it, the moment where I will be deciding if I will be making money is later on. If I will be winning the scenario or not is actually later on. It may start sorry, it may as well start right here by spending too much money or not. Definitely it does matter, but I don't know, it's been working for me. I will keep with that strategy, and I think that having these many doctors in the beginning actually is a bet, but it will actually have its ways on making me succeed later on. I will now plan the hospital. You hang right there. I will be back when I have it laid out, and you'll see the results. So wait right in there. Okay, so here's how sort of laid out. Well, not sort of. This is how I laid out my hospital. I designed my hospital. Apparently, now we have, how many handlings do I have before I proceed? 3. I think I will need more because we have the cardiogram, well, the cardio available now, and there's more machines for us to care about apparently. But I think it's a pretty big place. I think one extra handyman wouldn't hurt. Let me check. Do we have anything, any good? Good natured and very hard work. You guy, you look very good. You take care of the litter. You will take care of the litter too. There's another one here which is very good. You will take care of the machine, and you will go half. So yeah, I placed a very small bathroom over here, but I think this is enough. Checking by the last scenario we went through, I think more than this might be an overkill. I don't know, I have to pay attention to see how will the bathroom fit for this hospital. It will be a pretty big hospital, it seems. We have now the cardiogram or cardio available. We don't have to research it. I left some extra room here for GP's office. The way how this place presents it, have the space available, I would actually have to actually place a room, 2 rooms with 5 squares long. Is that correct? 1, 2, 3, 5 squares long, and a room with only 1 square. Sorry, 4 squares long. So I was thinking, should I give this inflator room more space than the GP's office? Or should I give a little more space to both GP's office? I might be placing here, and it's very likely that I will have to place the GP's another GP's office over there, because GP's office is a very key room in the hospital. So I was thinking, man, since the GP's office is so commonly used by the hospital, and doctors spend a lot of time inside of it, perhaps I might want to give the GP's office some extra space instead of making the inflator room bigger, because doctors will more likely to be happier with that. You know what, I think I will do even something else here. I will give a go on these plants. The problem with the plants, I was just remembering, is that well, if you don't pay attention to them, they actually die, and when they die they actually become a negative thing on your hospital. So you need to have some dedicated handymans just for the plants. You know what, I will give it a go. I'll place it right next to the patient and hire an extra. Man, I'm already spending too much money. Hopefully my handymans will be able to take care of all that extra task that is available. Should I keep it there? I don't know. I don't like having something else to bother with, and it doesn't really make that much of a difference to place such an extra item. I don't know. Let's give it a go and see how it will fare. I just might want to actually give this guy a little more, some extra, not this guy, but someone else, an extra task on paying attention to the plants like this. What are the rest of my handymans? Not like that. You're 50-50. Where is the other one which has only to take care of the sweeping the floor? What is my fourth? Here he is. So like this, I think it will do just fine. I already placed a training room. I think I will be. Yeah, I got some extra doctors, by the way. There might be some new ones here too. Oh, that one's gone already. Actually, that's one of the guys I wanted to get. You know, instead this one, much better. He can be a researcher and a. Look at this. So many good guys available this time around. I think I'll get this one. I need some researchers. God damn it. Too many doctors. No, now I know I've gone way too crazy here. I won't be able to sustain the situation, but I will try. Let's call for the patients already, because I need to start making money. Otherwise, man, I think I will fail in this scenario. Too much money out. The wages are going, yeah, through the roof. I think I went a little bit too crazy here with all this. My eyes are actually sparkling by seeing so many competent doctors in front of me. But I think I'm going to just too nuts on it, and being just look already 10 doctors by the beginning. This is really a bad idea. I know it is, but I just can't help it. These guys are just so good. So many specializations. Let's see if there's nobody else who really can be kicking by now. Perhaps someone like this guy could be going away, because I already have hanging there. Because I already have some doctors to enough doctors for a operating theater, and I think I will not be getting an operating theater anytime soon. How many psychiatrists do I have? Plenty. I think I will be getting rid of this these guys here. You know what? First, let's see how will I fare with this many doctors by the beginning of the game. If I see that my boat is actually sinking, I will then you know, fire those doctors which are less which are not as good as the rest of them. But enough of doctors for now, I think. Definitely. I don't think it's definitely the case. You can see here there are some new items available for staff room. The video games. You can play now Theme Hospital while playing in Theme Hospital. How cool can that be? Even though probably Theme Hospital would not be able to run on one of these machines or something of the sort. I went actually pretty generous. I think I'm feeling very generous today, considering the amount of staff I have and the amount of... is anyone coming? Yeah, one patient's coming. Considering the amount of... yeah, I know. This time you are right. Considering the amount of room I gave to the staff and the amount of people I've hired, I think I am feeling generous or something like that. But I was going to say, speak about the fact that, man, and this is a point where I can make a comparison with the Saturn suit. Let me just check one thing here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, wait, hang it there. 1, 2. I think I cannot place an extra room over here. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, my money's already taken quite a second. Let's see if we can exchange some of these doctors for someone cheaper. Like, I know there is a 194. I don't remember how expensive that is. This other doctor, 193. Yeah, not much of a difference. And one cheaper. This guy, 215. I need to pause. Actually, I will not pause the game, but slow it down because I need to check the surgeon. And I don't think I have anyone with that combination. Do I? Yeah, it's 215. How expensive is this other guy here? Yeah, pretty much the same value. Yeah, I can't really replace anyone right now. Do I have someone who's only a psychiatrist here? Which I could be... You know, this guy's cheaper. Well, anyway. So, I was going to say that different from the Satosu, this game actually is far better planned on its feature and how it's going to release its feature to the... Oh, hang in there. Ah, goddammit, interruption. So I was saying that this game is very... What the hell are you doing? Are you waiting for something? Why aren't you sitting one of these benches over here? Okay, you want to sit your bench over there. Okay, I got you. I got you, actually. Let's place this drink machine right over here and place those benches. Some benches over here because they prefer to be closer to the GP's office, apparently. So yeah, Theme Hospital's did a far better job with their wait, hang it, there's a new condition. It's the broken wind. I almost read that as broken wing, but no, broken wind. What's the cause? Using a gymnasium treadmill after a meal. Symptom: upsetting the people directly behind the patient. Upsetting the people directly behind the patient. Okay. Cure: I have a mixture of special watery atoms is drink rapidly in the farms. Okay. An emergency coming in right now. I think I will need it because my money is dropping really fast. That's actually worry. Bloaty head, we can handle those 6 guys. But even though I think I will have to make an extra inflator room here. Yeah, my money is taking a pretty big dive here, but let's hope I can recover it without the need for firing anyone. TV personality, we already know that. And man, look at that money. Going out. I think I've already failed the scenario. Not really, but I need to take some. I think I need to fire some doctors. Indeed, no other way around. Who should I be firing here? You are going away. Sorry, mate. Who else should I be firing here? I really don't like to fire my personnel. Imagine if I'm going to behave the same way in real life to ever become someone's boss or manager or whatever. I hope. I don't think so. What needs to be done, I suppose, but I'd rather not have to do so. Yeah, we are in the negative already. That's the first time we have actually get the negative. We get in the negative. Yes. I cannot hire buy. See why it's actually this is a perfect moment to show you why you always need to be in the positive, because if you're not in the positive you cannot actually do any changes to your hospital. If it's a bad hospital, it will continue to be a bad hospital, like I told you in the previous episode, I think. Get rot, okay, that's an old one. It's time to make money. Yeah, at least we are gaining some, but by the end of the month we will be losing 8,000 at least, I think. Yeah, 2,000 in wages, I think. Well, it's more than that, isn't it? The wage took some drop here. Why? What happened here? But I lost some money. No, I'm still in the positive for now. What's going on here? Wow, another new condition, the gallstone. Cause exposure to poison gas inside the golf balls. If you ever wonder what was inside golf balls, well, there's some poison inside. You can use that to, you know. Anyway, I will not give you any ideas. Symptom: delirium and advanced shame. Okay, cure. This must be removed by an operation requiring 2 surgeons. How do they? What do they remove? The gas from their lungs or something? I don't know. It doesn't make much sense. Anything make much sense in this game? So might be the case. Who knows? What is this? We need an operating theater. Sorry, not anytime soon. Not with this amount of money. But I think, how are we doing? Money in 300. We are still losing too much money. The balance is really bad. Why is this balance at the last 2,000 when we're in the positive over here? I just don't know. Spare ribs. We already know that one. What else? Some patient home. We can really help her. So yeah, so here's a good example why you need to have money and why you have to be so mindful about money. Apparently we are recovering from that mistake I've made. Oh, not when that happens, because now I'm wasting. Look how much money I will be wasting by the end of the month. Well, we'll see how we'll do by the end of the month when the wages will be paid out, apparently. Well, let me get back to that other topic when I was saying that Theme Hospital actually does a far better job than the Status Zoo. Let me even slow down time a little bit so I don't get as interrupted as previously. And before I continue, let me actually put this training room to use. Where is my consultant? Where are my where are the consultants? You start teaching some people, like no, like this guy is a doctor. Now there's someone who here. There's someone here who is a junior. Who is that? Where's that junior? There's a junior here somewhere. What are you? He's a consultant, but he's not happy. I don't blame him, I think. There's a doctor here who's a junior doctor. Are you? What the hell? I'm quite confident that. Well, we're still in the positive. The month has changed, and we're still in the positive. Might be a good thing. There's a junior doctor here somewhere. Let me get you to be trained. You are very good. You have a lot of. You have already started being trained in many specializations. Let's get the work going then. Let's try and get someone else to become a surgeon too. Who will that be? You're a very good doctor. Let's get you even better. To become even better. So, oh, I don't need this anymore. We passed on the emergency, so we can now get rid of this and recover some of the money we lost. Yeah, 4,000. That will definitely help. Let's see. Well, we can't really say how much money went out, how much money went in, because we just recovered like 4 grand here, or 2 grand, 6 grand. I don't know. Right. So, why is Film Hospital doing better than the status 2 while releasing its content? I think it's you don't need to be a genius to realize that. You are tired, you are going to rest. You are not tired. Let's see, who else could I be training? You're going to become a surgeon too. Because, well, as you can see here, we are in the, I think it's the 5th scenario, the 6th scenario, and we already we still have some new content, some fresh content coming from the game, providing us, keeping us entertained and interested in the game. So there is still a lot to be learned and seen in the game, different from the status 2, where I think by the second or the third scenario out of 10, you have already seen all the features the game had to present, and after that they would really have to work their ass off to keep the player entertained, or provide the players with new and exciting surprises. Yes, different from the Theme Hospital, which really its designer actually did, or the developer, I don't know who did it exactly, I think it was probably a designer, did a very good job at managing the introduction of features. Let's speed up the process here, so we can hopefully make more money, and more things might happen in the meantime. So yeah, kudos of course for the guys who developed and designed Theme Hospital for a new disease. What is this? Infectious laughter. Cause a classic situation comedy. Symptom helpless, chortling, and repetition of unfunny catchphrases. Cure: a qualified psychiatrist must remind the patient how serious this condition is. Okay. So, yeah, of course, I didn't expect anything less from Film Hospital. It's absolutely an amazing game, very well developed one. I think by the end of the year we will be having some negative impact on our hospital, as we invest too much money on it, and we did not manage to get some a good bank account, I'm thinking. But apparently we reversed the situation. We already having more money in than money out. Perhaps we didn't even have to to fire that doctor. We could have fit him on our budget. But now, calling back to that topic when I was talking about how hard it is to manage people, to be perhaps a boss, to take decisions on firing and hiring people. Sometimes you actually have to take some what's the word? Some early measures to make sure your business will not sink. Like it's the case here. I didn't really have to fire apparently that doctor, but there was no way for me to make sure of that. What a well-run hospital. Thanks for inviting me to it. So we've been awarded some cash. So I actually ended up firing that doctor without the need for that. Well, we're still not doing that good with our hospital, because our balance is really not where it, not in a safe position. Let's say we'll have to improve our situation. So yeah, sometimes you have to take some early decisions in order to make sure things will go right, and some people might have to pay for that mistake. Even though I have to admit that the mistake was mine first, because I hired too many doctors and allowed the situation to get to the point where I would have to fire someone to make sure the business would not flop, would not sink. So yeah, I have my share of I don't have my share. It's my, I am to be blamed for the mistakes, for the problems that arise and the decision that had to be taken. But well, that's part of your conduct, part of taking risks and trying to do things right. And eventually you will fuck up something, I suppose. What can I say? Yes. So yeah, so it's just a little insight on or another point of view. I don't have any money to make an operating theater. Another a reminder of how is the other point of view for thingy there. Man, I can't really pay him extra money, but whatever, we have to pay him. So it's an opportunity for us to look through another point of view. I think that's the best way to describe it, really. Patients like your hospital should do something to improve the environment. Come on, I can't really. There's not many people around here, so before I start doing anything, I need to get more patients coming to take more measures. Even though I really have too many doctors and perhaps even too many nurses. In any case, what's this? Spare ribs? No, go home. I can't really help you. I'm talking about these other topics, and I haven't really finished the topic about film hospital doing the job properly while releasing the content. Even though I'm thinking now, do I have anything else I would like to say, speak about it? More guys wanting more money. Okay, it's time to get a word for if this guy's asking for extra money. We barely matched the amount of money going out by the previous month. Hopefully more people will be coming, but it doesn't seem to be the case. If it's not the case, then I will have to really fire more doctors, and the situation will again be my fault for not managing the beginning of the game properly, or manage the hospital properly. And who suffers is, of course, the medic who has to be fired, I suppose. On the other hand, though, if I hadn't hired him up until now, he wouldn't have perhaps a job, or perhaps earned any money to begin with. So am I really to be blamed for it? I don't know. Let's see the end of the year here. How are we going to fare? So Film Hospital really did a good job by managing well the release of its content, and doing actually a very good strategy with it. We are still in the Hall of the last place in the Hall of Fame, and the first place for the Hall of Shame. I think it will be permanently here. This will not change, I'm guessing. I don't know. Let's see how is the chart for the year 2000. So of course we are nowhere to be the richest hospital, even though we are in second place in the cure count. No deaths. Oh God! Thank God there will be that 10 extra grand by the end of the year that will actually save my ass. Good thing nobody died in my hospital, even though in the other hospitals apparently some people have already died. 5 people actually for Lyon. We are in the third place for most visitors. Makes sense, I guess. And high salary. Well, of course, this is my biggest mistake here. I don't know. I must have some problem, like psychological problem, where I feel the need to hire people and give them a job and give them money or something. I don't know. But don't do that. Don't do what I do. Try to resist hiring people. Well, the thing is not like I want to give people jobs, but I just see some talented doctors, and I want to have them in my hospital, and actually be safe, be sure to have the best of the best before that chance is gone. Even though I should have learned by now that many good many good doctors are yet to show up in the hospital. Perhaps an even better ones will have already shown up, and I didn't have had the money or the space to hire them. So yeah, what can you say? What can I say? What can you do? So total value, we're still the best one, but not that far off from the other hospitals like I usually do. Usually I'm far off the first place in total value. Not the case this time around. Let's see, yeah, two bad things, two good things. Let's start by the bad things. Your handymen have not maintained your machinery well. Has any machine exploded or something? I have to have a look at that. Did not notice it. Your hospital has failed to achieve a decent value. Okay, I expected that. My hospital is very clean. Okay, and some cash will really help me. So best reputation during the last year, impeccable standards and high reputation, more money. Man, this will really save my neck, really. So I need to the next step here is to actually find out what am I going to do with this extra money. I think I need to find a way to actually attract extra attention through the use of this money, perhaps making that operating theater and ward, especially because I have extra doctors, put them to use. But to do that, I will have to buy first an extra plot of land and spend money on the room too. So yeah, it's not that much money, 13,000. I won't be able to do any of that. I will have to hold my horses, wait for the situation to become better for me regarding patients before being able to do anything about it. I think there was something I had to talk about, but of course I forgot about what it was. I just remember it wasn't something I had to talk about. But see, what the hell were they talking about? Maintenance of my machinery. What the hell? My machines are doing just fine, thank you. Is that it? Almost make me feel like it's something left over from the previous scenario. It's like a bug or something. I don't know. But in any case, unfortunately, our time have come to its end. So I do thank you for your time. Hope you come by the next episode, as I need to see, am I going to recover for these mistakes I've made? And what the hell's going on with this balance? It's not updating or something? Why is this in last 2,873? It's actually making me worried. Yeah, why the hell is it this bad? Is it bugged or something? Or is there something wrong with my... there's a loan, there's interest or something I have to pay, and I really don't know what's going on here. Yeah, my current balance is 13,000 and it's still showing like last 2,800. Anyway, come by the next episode so we can sort all these things out, see if I will fail in this scenario or not because of such early mistakes. So yeah, thank you for your attention and your time. See you by the next episode. Until then.